Hey everybody, my name is Russ and welcome back to another episode of Smokes Are Rolling. What I'm cooking up today is my wife's absolute favorite dish of mine, meatloaf. She requests it probably twice a month. I'm sorry, I'm lucky if I make it twice a year. It's really darn good though, and I'm going to get all this together and I'm going to show you how I get her done. See you in a bit. Alright everybody, this is the ingredients that I have for my meatloaf. Right here, I've got about 3 cloves of minced garlic. Here I've got 2 stalks of celery that I've just roughly chopped. I've got 1 whole green pepper, roughly chopped. I've got a half of a yellow pepper, roughly chopped. I prefer red peppers, but the ones at the store were terrible looking, and I happen to have that one. So right here I've got 1 large onion, coarsely chopped, 3 slices of white bread that I've removed the crust from, a 1/4 cup of milk, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, and Italian seasoning. Here I've got 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I may or may not need that much, or I may need more. And 4 beautiful farm fresh eggs. Look at those babies, would you? Oh yeah, man. In this pan right here, I've got 3 pounds ground beef, and 1 pound of sausage. I prefer ground pork to sausage, but hey, I couldn't find that either. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on this with the peppers, the celery, the onions, and the garlic. I'm going to saute those in a saute pan with some butter. And I'm going to pull that off, let it cool down, and then we'll get that meatloaf put together. We'll see you in a bit. Alright y'all, I'm going to get this all mixed up. I've got my 3 pounds of hamburger, my 1 pound of sausage. To this I'm going to add a good healthy dose of salt. This is kosher salt. Fresh cracked black jack pepper. Pretty good dose of that. My 4 eggs. Since they're farm fresh eggs, I took the liberty to bust them into a bowl first, because sometimes you just never know what you might get out of it. Going in. Those 3 slices of bread that I removed the crust from, I went ahead and I pulled them apart into small pieces. I like to do this because it adds a little bit more fluff to the meatloaf. Okay, now the breadcrumbs that I'm going to use, I use more as a binder, but this adds just a little bit of fluff to it as well. So that's going in. My 1/4 cup of milk going in. About a tablespoon of Italian seasoning going in. A couple teaspoons of cayenne pepper going in. I'm going to go ahead and put about 3/4 of this in there for now. If I need more, I'll put the rest in. That'd be good. Alright. And the peppers and the onions and the garlic and the celery, the trinity basically, that I've sauteed up. It's cooled down, so it will not cook the eggs when I go to mix it. Now I did not cook these all the way through. They still have some crunch to them. That's in there. Alright, best way to do this, people, is get dirty with it. Another reason I decided to go ahead and make meatloaf, saw my buddy's Keith Bettag and Troy, formerly Space Cowboy TX, is now T-Roy Cooks. But they both made videos. Troy did a couple of them. One was seafood. That looked pretty darn good, to be honest with you. And Keith's, his looked awesome as well. His more traditional with his own flair. And I just happened to comment on Troy's, that I'd like to hop on this bandwagon as well. He said, bring it on, so I'm bringing it on, guys. This is just my version of it. Get that all nice and mixed up real nice. You might want to ask, why am I making so much of this? I'll tell you right now, my wife will devour it. She absolutely loves it. She can devour this whole thing in a night. She loves this stuff. Alright, that's starting to get good and sticky. I'm thinking I'm liking that, so I'm going to go ahead and stop right there and break out my pan. Get this made into a loaf. And I'm going to go fire up the grill and hope to God that the skies don't open up, because they're fixing to. So we'll see in a bit. Alright, y'all, well, it's done what I kind of expected it was going to. The skies kind of opened up out there, so I'm going to go ahead and do this inside in my oven. I'm going to bake it 375 degrees for roughly an hour. And then I'm going to add my topping to that. I'm shooting for an internal temperature of 160 degrees on this meatloaf. And by the way, some of that meatloaf, I've got it reserved. T-Roy, Keith Bettag. This is for another video coming up for you guys, buddy. I think you're going to enjoy this one. So, y'all stick around. I'm going to get that in the oven, like I said, 375 degrees for about an hour. And then we're going to sauce it up and keep an eye on the temperature and let it go till it's 160 degrees. And we'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, everybody, it's time to start making the glaze for this meatloaf. What I've got right here is a 1/4 cup brown sugar packed. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of prepared yellow mustard. Okay. To that, 1 cup of ketchup. Okay. To that, a touch of granulated garlic. Let's give that a stir. And I may need to adjust this, but I'm not going to be the one to judge. I'm letting Mama do that. She doesn't know this yet. So, shh. Anyway, give that all a good stir. Get it all mixed together. Just like that. I hope you can see that. I hope my arm's not in the way. We give that a taste. Ooh, that tastes good. Oh yeah, man, that tastes good to me. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna let Mama taste this. She's gonna run off with the bowl. I'm not kidding. She will. Oh man, is that good. All right. Let me get the missus in here and have her do a taste test for you to see what she thinks. We'll be back, y'all. All right, everybody. Here's my lovely wife, Dawn, and she's going to show you what she thinks about that glaze that I'm going to put on that meatloaf.
Perfect.
And there she goes with the glaze. I told you, folks. We'll be back. All right, everybody. We've been going for about 45, 50 minutes. This meatloaf's up to about 155 degrees. It's time to glaze this bad boy. Put it on there nice and thick. Spread it all around. I've taken the liberty to remove some of this grease out of here. It's just kind of something you have to deal with. Get that on there nice and thick. And I made a little extra because Mama likes to put it on her meatloaf on the side too, so she loves this stuff, man. Alright, just like that. Looking pretty, y'all. Smelling really, really good. T-Roy, Keith Bettag. That's some pretty damn good meatloaf there, guys. Alright, we're going to get that back in the oven, bring it up to 160. We'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, y'all, that meatloaf is up to 160 degrees and I have pulled it out. I'm going to slice into this bad boy and see what it looks like. Pull that apart for y'all. Oh, look at that steam coming out of that. Nice and juicy. Let's cut off a slice of that. Man, can you see that? That's some good yummy right there. Oh yeah, man. Nice and juicy. Smelling good. Hot right out of the oven. Fantastic sauce and glaze. That is good stuff right there, y'all. Let me get the missus in here to take a bite and see what she thinks. We'll be right back. Alright, Mrs. Smokes are rolling. What do you think? Take a bite of that.
It's fantastic. And guess what?
What?
This is your plate. This is mine. Good night.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I think I got screwed on that deal. Thanks a lot, y'all. Smokes are rolling.